Good morning, Keanu. Good to see you, man.
Good morning.
So I spoke to you about this film back in Toronto. Finally, at long last, we get to see, the world gets to see Henry's Crime. Here
Yes, indeed, hopefully.
Hopefully, that's the idea, at least.
Yes, that's why you make them.
So, what took you so long to produce? This is the first producing venture, right?
Yeah, I don't know, I've been at it started the production company, I guess, about 9 years ago. So actually, the question should be, why did it take so long?
That's a development process.
To get I know, on Henry's Crime, we worked on the script for about 5 years.
Yeah.
You know, it's deceptively simple.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as we know, simple things sometimes are the most difficult things to achieve, in a way.
I mean, you know, it's
well,
not
the plot's crazy.
Right.
I mean, the plot's crazy.
Right.
Toll booth attendant, buddy, high school buddy, bank robbery, jail.
Green light that for $100 million.
And
like
then,
that.
rob a bank and tunnel and theater and Chekhov and life-changing, falling in love,
Right.
So it was a lot of things to kind of put together.
I mean, how involved did you get? What was your
Then you got
role?
to raise the money.
Right. Was that tough?
Right, then you got to get the director,
Well, okay.
then you got to get the actors.
Your name
then
helps
you have
a
to
little bit.
Yes, it does. Thank you. But anyway, so.
You help obviously raise the money, you help with everything I would expect, but story-wise, are you in there? Are you kind of helping out and saying, like, we should zig or we should zag, and kind of getting in there with the writer?
Yeah, the writer, Sasha Gervasi, was great in the sense of many things. He's a really good writer, and, he directed and made the documentary Anvil, the story of Anvil. And
love that one.
He wrote the film Terminal,
mm-hmm.
and he was really collaborative. And, he kind of welcomed the input of myself and the producing partner, Stephen Hamill. And, we were just, we met in New York and we wrote. And then we met in Los Angeles. And then, we kind of, wherever someone was at, we just kind of met and continued trying to, cut the diamond.
Speaking of things that are meant to be, you and I have talked several times about this little Bill and Ted.
That's right. The Bill and Ted, yes, I
and
hear.
I'm getting a producer credit. We talked about this last time.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Are we any closer since Toronto, since we talked a few months ago?
Yes. I believe the writers are 6 weeks away from a draft. No pressure.
Original writers.
Yeah, original writers. And, we'll see.
So 6 weeks from now, you're going to look at a draft and...
So they say.
You know the storyline, I assume, then? You know the broad strokes? I
know a little bit.
Give me a taste. Give me a hint. Give me something.
But I don't know. I mean, the fellas went off and cooked it up. I don't know what happened when they went off and, put the elements together.
But it's Bill and Ted essentially at 50, then.
Yeah.
I mean...
That's pretty excellent. I don't know. That's funny. And I think, obviously it has to... what is it? I mean, when we last got together, part of it was that Bill and Ted were supposed to have written the song that saved the world, and it hasn't happened. And so they've kind of now become possessed by trying to do that. And then there's an element of time, and they have to go out there. And so
another one we need to make happen, Keanu. Little kung fu movie that you might direct. You're trying to not raise a kung fu movie that Keanu Reeves is going to star in. I
know. Well, we want to do it in Chinese and English, and do a kind of co-production with CFG, perhaps, and, which is the China Film Group, which is I guess an entity in China. It's kind of a studio kind of version thing, but it's tricky.
And you would star in it, though.
I would play the villain.
Amazing.
Yes, yeah.
What time period?
Contemporary, modern day.
We got to make this happen.
I know. It's called Mani Tai Chi.
This is meant to be.
I know. There's 18 fights. We've timed it out. It's about 40 minutes of fighting. I want to make a good, solid, kung fu film.
I'll do that.
You know what I mean? Good story, good plot.
Sure. But let's just kick some ass, too.
Let's get some kung fu going. Movie kung fu.
On the other end of the spectrum, or maybe not. I mean, it sounds like a different kind of movie making. Your look right now is for a good old-fashioned samurai movie, or maybe not old-fashioned, just like a modern telling of a samurai movie.
Yeah.
This has got to be. I have a feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is something you probably wanted to do for a while. Like every kid wants to be a samurai, right? Samurai.
Yeah, absolutely. Just finished a sword fight a couple of weeks ago with a great actor named Hiroyuki Sanada. He's fantastic.
So what makes this unique? What kind of action are we going to see in this?
Well, it's in 3D. It's a kind of Western. It's a story of, I call it a story of revenge and impossible love. These samurai, their lord is usurped, let's say, and has to commit seppuku. And the samurai become ronin, getting outcast, and then they decide to enact revenge on the person who they feel is responsible for the death of their lord. And I play an outsider, a kind of half-breed, and with a mysterious past.
Always good to have a mysterious past.
Mysterious past, named Kai, and who's in love with the princess, Lady Asano, and she's in love with me. But we can't be together because, I'm marginalized.
Right.
But during the course of events and during this kind of journey of revenge, things change.
Are you going to check out this Franco, My Own Private Idaho?
I've been out of town. I wanted to. It was, have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I'm very curious. I guess you're very curious about what that looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've heard through the days that Gus has, wanted to do other things with what he captured. So I guess this is one interpretation of it.
Should I stop asking about Cowboy Bebop at this point? Is it over, you think?
I spoke with some people. I had some conversations, and I believe they're still knocking on that door, but it has not opened.
Okay, and still the $200 billion script.
Yeah, it's $500 million.